Hey everybody, so there's been some really interesting things that have been happening on Twitter and I just had to make a video about it. We've had an ex-Bungie dev say that the majority of the studio didn't want to make Halo 2. The game series we've all come to love, grew up with, made lifelong memories with. And when you think of Halo, especially the original trilogy, you think of Bungie. Hearing that a lot of the developers wanted to move on to new exciting things and have Halo passed on to a different developer for the sequels is huge. It is massive. So let's get into the video. So first and foremost, ex-Halo Bungie dev Paul Russell, who's the actual creator of the title Halo, he called Halo what it is, did a tweet today saying that no one at Bungie wanted to make Halo after CE. Bungie was asked to do Halo Forever, which was why the split happened. He follows on to say 40 people, give or take, no one wanted to do Halo 2. We wanted to pass the baton and do something else. The belief was that Microsoft hired us to incubate exciting new ideas. Jason Jones didn't want Bungie to be a sequel house. We were on board for the former. I never knew this, and I was completely shocked when I read it. The fact that Bungie didn't want to create Halo 2 and these games still turned out so damn well is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I have linked the entire Twitter thread in the description below if you would like to read it yourself. Paul actually goes on to say when it looked like we weren't going to get out of doing a sequel, aka Halo 2, we did so with a heavy heart. About a quarter of the team worked on the next IP, what we believed to be the future of Bungie. It was a bad day when the plug got pulled because we knew we were trapped as the Halo house. And yet all of these games shaped our childhood and were fantastic. But it seems even though they gave 100% with these games and they turned out great, a lot of people wanted to do something new and something fresh. Speaking of that, Paul finally says to conclude, one can use the success of the original Halo title to prove great new things can be made every 3 years, or be a monkey churning out sequels. We felt okay with Halo 3. ODST was a chance to do new, Reach was going out with a bang, collectively happy to be done with Halo. I still remember when Halo Reach came out, and on Bungie.net there was this slow transition to moving over to Destiny. And I find it so interesting reading all of these old developers talk about past stories and history and how the games came about and what things were like behind the scenes. As a small side note, Max Hoberman is the only original Halo Bungie dev, aside from Joe Staten, who is still to this day, still working on Halo. I really wonder what would have happened to Halo as a series, as a brand, and as games if Bungie moved on from Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 was passed on to someone else? Would it have turned out as good as it did? Would it have been such a cultural phenomena when it came out in 2004? Now this whole thread happened because someone actually asked, did 343 ever ask you to work with them? And to that he actually says, I interviewed with 343, but they weren't reticent to hire Bungie people. Reticent means reluctant or hesitant to hire Bungie people. He also goes on to say, also full disclosure, my presentation wasn't great. A simple answer to this was they were reinventing the franchise for Halo 4 and wanted completely new ideas. Anyone coming from the Bungie era might not adapt to that or carry too much bias. Paul still went on to work on Halo 4 at certain affinity. I could make a completely separate video of what the gaming executives thought of Halo 4 when it first got shown to them, if you guys would like to see that too. But thank you guys for watching, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. I'll have a new video out tomorrow about Halo Infinite's early development between 2018 to 2021. So make sure you keep a lookout for that, but thank you guys for watching, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.